Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gothic Ministry. I'm your host, the Minister. So first and foremost, thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you for the Sabbath. Thank you for your Son who died for us on the cross and also forgave us of every single sin ever. And also, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this. I appreciate the love support. So let's go ahead and continue this. And also, Shabbat Shalom. So this is going to be part one of this scriptural study of sea, heavens, and earth. And this part one is going to be dealing with science. That's right, science. And those of you who know what the scripture says about it, science so falsely called, and I'll let you know why it says that. But first, let's go through what science has to say about the sea, heavens, and earth. And most of us, including myself, have been taught this in school and whatnot, and even in college and whichever. So there are many universities and professors and stuff like that that teach upon this matters and stuff like that, and they indoctrinate you. So it's time to see what the indoctrination is and bring it out and destroy the indoctrination. So, science. What is the definition of the word science? The intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical, natural world through observation and experiment. That is the literal definition of the word science. As far as that is. Now, what does science in Wikipedia mean? Science, according to Wikipedia, means it comes from the root word of the Latin word scientia, meaning knowledge. So the real definition of the word science is actually a Italian word which translated directly into English literally means knowledge. So when you're taking a course in science, you're literally taking a course in knowledge. Is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe. So, scientia is Latin for knowledge. So now you know what the word science means, and now you know why the scripture says science, so falsely called, is not actually science. All it is just false knowledge. So there you go, and you're welcome. And you can find where it says that in the King James Version of the Holy Scriptures in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20 and 21 in part. You can read the full thing for yourself to get the full context, but I'm just naming a part of it that specifically is to this study. So, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and opposition of science so falsely called, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. Just like it says in Romans chapter 1 verses 1 through 32, Hebrews chapter 11 verses 1 through 3, Romans chapter 8 verse 24, Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6, and chapter 18 verses 15 through 24, and chapter 9 verse 10, and chapter 2 verse 6, and 1 Sam chapter 2 verse 3. As it is said in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 8. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the knowledge of the same Spirit. And then Isaiah chapter 11 verse 2, in part, you can read the full scripture for yourself for the full context, but I'm just giving you the part that specifically is the subject matter of this. So, Isaiah chapter 11 verse 2, in part, the Spirit of knowledge. Now, we have been taught that there's such things as plate tectonics. What is plate tectonics? If I can say that right without stumbling on my words. Plate tectonics is a theory explaining the structure of the Earth's crust and many associated phenomena as resulting from the interaction of rigid lithospheric plates that move slowly over the underlying mantle. Alfred Wegener, who is a meteorologist who proposed a scientific theory of continental drift in 1915, and is the same person who proposed Pangea, all of Earth, in 1912. So as you can see from that part there, you're more than welcome to look all this stuff up too. And don't just take my word for it. Study it for yourself. Research it for yourself. So this one person in 1915 is the one who came up with the scientific theory, an unproven theory, of continental drifts, and also proposed Pangea, the all of Earth, before, as it was allegedly all one before it separated to as it is today. He's the one who proposed those ideas. In other words, it was never a fact from the beginning. A spherical Earth. What I mean by spherical Earth? Well, I cannot at this time find my miniature model, but everybody pretty much knows, or at least most people know, what a spherical Earth looks like. It looks like a spinning tennis ball, or spinning golf ball, or spinning whatever ball. So the globe Earth, as there are globe Earthists out there, which is unfortunate, but there is a bunch of globe Earthists out there, dates back only to the 6th century. In other words, not from the beginning of this world. It dates back to the 6th century BC, which means before Christ, in ancient Greek philosophy. And in 3 BC in Hellenistic astronomy. If you look at the word, the NASA logo, not like the people in it per se, rather place the head of any snake you wish to the red lines, and you get a snake's tongue. So there you go. And the acronym NASA itself actually means Nasha, which is actually a Hebrew word. In English translates means deceiver. So they've deceived the entire world into thinking the Earth is a globe. And they've also deceived the entire world saying, we've been to space. Well, if the actual makeup of the universe is exactly as the scripture says it is, we have never been to space before. We have never even been to the moon. Sad but true. Tough love. So, heliocentrism is the astronomical model in which the Earth and planets revolve around the Sun at the center of the solar system, which was proposed in the 3rd century BC by Aristarchus of Samos, which would later be reintroduced by Renaissance mathematician, astronomer, and Catholic cleric Nicholas Copernicus in the 17th century. Aristarchus also proposed that the Earth spins on its axis. So again, more propositions by people, and none of the stuff proven at all by Scripture. In fact, Scripture proves otherwise. And if you go out there and actually test the globe versus flat Earth facts, you'll actually see that the Bible is right and science is wrong. NASA is wrong. These people are wrong. These proposed things are just theories, and they have all been proven wrong since the beginning. So it is what it is on that part there. So that's heliocentrism, when in effect, according to the scripture, the Earth does not revolve around the sun, neither do any of the planets. But we'll continue with what science says first. Science of falsely called, or in other words, false knowledge. So this is the stuff that we're taught. It is said that the Earth spins on its axis in speeds of 1,000 miles per hour, which is proposed from the equator. Again, proposed, not fact. Theory, just thoughts. People's silly thoughts. And we do not feel it because we are all moving at the same constant speed. The moon is allegedly 238,900 miles from the Earth. The sun is allegedly 92.96 million miles away. Both of those are false. I mean, so has someone actually gotten a measuring tape that's that long and actually measured from the surface of the Earth to the sun and to the moon? No, I don't think so. Has anyone ever actually measured with a laser from the Earth, from the surface of the Earth to the moon or to the sun? I don't think so. So again, these are just alleged theories. None of them are true. It is what it is. And they also say that earthquakes are caused by rock underground breaking, which releases energy in the form of seismic waves, which goes into plate tectonics. America has claimed to land on the moon with pictures, audio, and allegedly video to prove it. This is the bright side of the moon. What they want you to show, or what they want you to know, and what they want to show. Yet, this is very little attempted, and to emphasis on the word attempted. So this is what we are all taught in school, college, whatever you name it. So this is stuff that most people know. Unfortunately, this is false knowledge. So this is going to be part 1 of this, and this is going to be the end of this part there. So now that we are all brushed up on what science, so falsely called, says it is, and what everybody else has proposed on allegedly how the Earth and the universe is, we will also now continue on to the next one. So the next one is going to be part 2, and that one's going to be on or from the Book of Enoch. So, until then, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. Thank you for tuning in and watching this. I appreciate the love and support. And, as always, love and peace. Until next we meet.